Tonight, chaos unfolded on the streets. People were out walking, driving, living their lives, until everything changed in an instant. A deafening explosion, a flash of fire. Screams filled the air as pedestrians ran for cover, debris flying through the streets, turning the night into a nightmare. A medical flight ends in tragedy. The aircraft, a Learjet 55, was on a critical mission, carrying a pediatric patient and medical personnel. It never made it to its destination. Hello, I'm Greg Hurst. Stephanie is off tonight, and we're following a heartbreaking story with ties to the Mid-South. A deadly collision between an American Airlines flight and a U.S. Army helicopter is sending shockwaves across the country. Philadelphia crash sparks urgent investigation. In Philadelphia, first responders rushed to the fiery wreckage near the city's airport. Officials say the small jet had just taken off, bound for Missouri, when something went horribly wrong. Within 30 seconds, it was plummeting, too fast, too low. Witnesses watched in horror. "I saw it coming down lower and lower, then it just hit," one local recalled. The aircraft smashed into buildings and cars before erupting into flames. Officials confirm multiple casualties on the ground. The full scope of the devastation is still unfolding. Another disaster, a deadly mid-air collision over D.C. Meanwhile, at Reagan National Airport, investigators are piecing together what led to Wednesday's catastrophic mid-air crash. The two aircraft, a military Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines jet, never stood a chance. The impact was devastating. Wreckage fell into the icy Potomac River, leaving a scene of destruction that rescue crews are still working to recover. The Black Hawk's flight recorder was pulled from the river, offering a critical clue. Investigators also located the commercial jet's black box, intact but water-damaged, grieving a life lost too soon. For many, this is more than just a news story. It's personal. One of the victims, Casey Crafton, was a beloved childhood friend to many. "I keep thinking back to all the good times," his longtime friend Dave Elkins said, his voice heavy with grief. "I can still picture his house, his bedroom. It's hard to believe he's gone." Casey was one of 64 souls lost in the collision. His death leaves a void that can never be filled. But his memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew him best. The aftermath and what comes next. In response to the crashes, air travel restrictions have been put in place near Reagan National. Officials are scrambling to understand what went wrong and how to prevent another tragedy. For now, families mourn, investigators search for answers, and a nation watches, waiting, hoping, demanding the truth.